is what we are doing in 2025. Snapchat lotion, Vaseline Gluta-Hya, Skin by Zaron, Golden Glow lotion, and the list goes on. I believe that some people are actually spending their hard-earned money to go and get things that will cause them hyperpigmentation, melasma, and of course down the line skin cancer. Whether that appears in 3 years time, in 2 years time, in 2 months time, those are the issues that you're going to have when you start to use lotions like this. Now, does it mean that all these lotions are inherently bad? No. That is why in today's video I'm going to be candidly reviewing all these lotions for you, so you can actually decide what is compatible with your complexion and your skin type. So you want to stay tuned and you want to come along with me on this journey. You know, I already know that no matter what I say, some people are still going to want to tone up their skin, and that is why I am here to actually help you to do it in a very safe, healthy way. When I say tone, I mean amplify, enhance your natural complexion, not scrub it off and not bleach it off. That is what we are going to be doing in today's video. Now, as a form of foundation, about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I mentioned that there is a huge difference between brightening, lightening, and whitening.
And when you see these three things, they mean different things, and I'll break it down for you to understand. Now, if you see a brightening lotion contains primarily these ingredients. When you see these ingredients in your lotion, just bear it in mind that this lotion is not going to lighten you. Now, let's go to lightening. Now, like the name suggests, it is a lightening product. It will contain ingredients like this. Now, these ingredients will lighten your skin. Me personally, if you're not a light-skinned person, I don't recommend lightening lotions for you. And most whitening products contain ingredients like this.
And this is largely because the ingredients that are used in the formulation of each of the products that contain these tags and these names are so different in terms of percentages, in terms of actives, and of course in terms of how they are even mixed together for absorption and for texture. Now, as a form of reminder, let's just familiarize ourselves with each of these three different terms in particular. Now, when I say brightening does not necessarily mean whitening up your skin. Now, for example, a body lotion can contain kojic acid, for example, but if the kojic acid is in a percentage like maybe 2% or 3%, what it is going to do for your skin is to brighten up your skin. However, if you take the same kojic acid and you put it in another body lotion in up to 10%, what that kojic acid is going to be doing is to lighten up your skin. Now, let me throw in complexion and skin type into the mix. Now, when it comes to brightening, lightening, and whitening, if you ask me, as far as I am concerned, if you are dark to caramel in complexion, I'm going to say what you need to do is to just brighten up your skin. This kind of process is going to ensure that your complexion is actually enhanced, it is amplified, it is more radiant, it is more glowy, and it is more attractive, without giving you reactions like my knuckles are dark, my inner thighs are dark, I have melasma, I'm beginning to have white spots on my skin, and I don't know what is causing it. Number two, if you're between fair to light in complexion, you can also brighten your skin as well as lighten it up, because your natural melanin has a range to it, or a spectrum to it, that can accommodate the lightening actives that you might want to use in your skincare routine. Last but not the least, I'm not going to encourage anybody to whiten their skin at all, because whitening is just you almost peeling off the epidermal layer of your skin, hence revealing something that is honestly not healthy to the surface. And that means your skin is going to be predisposed to skin reactions, a lot of radiation, a lot of inflammation that might also cause it to have things like skin cancer in the long run, and that is something you don't want. What honestly makes your skin darker is not necessarily your complexion itself. It is the way your complexion reacts to sun exposure. Let me repeat myself. Now that I'm in Canada, where the UV index has never passed 7 before, ever since I've landed, the UV index of sun exposure in Canada has never passed 7. So no matter how exposed my skin is, you can see I'm wearing harmless. I'm wearing something that reveals my skin today. See my shoulders everywhere. No matter how exposed my skin is, I am not going to turn up. Neither am I going to get darker. Why? Because of the UV index of where I stay. However, if you stay in a country like Nigeria and your skin is caramel and dark, or caramel to dark in complexion. If you predispose your skin to a lot of sun exposure, the tendency that exposure is going to turn up your skin and darken it in a considerable way is very, very high. You will never see me wear something like this in Nigeria without using sunscreen on my exposed body parts, and that is because I am trying to reduce the rate at which my skin gets darker. So you also need to know the factors that contribute to the darkening of your skin before you choose the lotion or you choose the routine to follow. By routine, I mean brightening, lightening, or whitening. Now, this foundation is so important because it can be the difference between whether your skin is going to have adverse reactions from lotions like all those other ones that I mentioned, that includes dark knuckles, dark inner thighs, uneven skin tone, melasma, hypopigmentation, versus somebody that is able to meticulously, properly choose the routine to brighten or to lighten up their skin without giving them any of those issues, as well as also achieving an even radiant complexion. All right, now that we have established that foundation, because this is super important, I'm going to compare and contrast two different lotions side by side in my review today, and I'm going to do it for dark, I'm going to do it for caramel, and I'm going to do it for light complexion. So you get to choose the one that you want to use based on the compare and contrast. By compare and contrast, I mean I'm going to review a whitening lotion or a lightening lotion, and I'm also going to contrast it with a brightening lotion. So the first one that we're going to be doing today is the Golden Glow Intensive 10 Days Whitening Half-Cast Lotion. We're going to now compare it with the Vaseline Gluta-Hya Flawless Glow Lotion, this particular yellow one here. Compare, contrast. That is what we're going to be doing in today's video when it comes to the reviews. Now, from the name alone, 10 days half-cast whitening already tells you the kind of ingredients that you are going to see. Now, of course, Gluta-Glow technology, whatever Vaseline calls their name, also tells you what to expect. Now, from all my research, when I was making the research for this particular review, I tried to check every single website that I knew to find more ingredients or more information on Golden Glow. As a consumer, I always tell you, when you want to buy any product for your skin at all, you have to make sure that the lotion that you are using, the body care products that you are using, any skincare products that you are using has a verifiable website where you can get information from the manufacturer itself. So that is already a red flag when it comes to the Golden Glow Intensive Half-Cast 10 Days Whitening Lotion. They don't have any website. Number two, they promise a result that you will see your skin begin to white up in 10 days. That actually tells you the intensity of the ingredient list inside this particular lotion. And I'm going to read it out for you so I don't miss any of them. The ingredients inside this lotion includes Filipino powder and solution, glutathione, carrot oil, alpha-butene, and turmeric powder. Those are the ingredients inside it. There's no hyaluronic acid in this lotion. I did not say anything like vitamin E. Is it a lotion that does not even have a website? So all these other ingredients that I'm even reading out to you, I had to comb the internet using my own crook and miss to actually find the ingredients for you. That naturally tells you that this is something you need to be careful with. Compared to the Vaseline Gluta-Hya Flawless Glow Lotion, which has a transparent website where you can see all the ingredients inside it, which includes glutathione, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, niacinamide, 10x Pro Retinol Complex for exfoliating dead skin cells on the surface of your skin. You see this one and you see this one. There's a huge difference between these two ingredients. One is supposed to brighten up your skin in a safe way while also maintaining your skin barrier and your skin's acid mantle and of course your skin's moisture barrier. While one is just focusing on what? Reducing melanin pigmentation and of course just whitening up your skin. Compare, contrast. I'm going to say this and I'm just going to put it out there. I think the Filipino powder inside this particular lotion is being masqueraded as Filipino powder, but it is actually hydroquinone. And I'm going to tell you why. If something is supposed to whiten up your skin in 10 days, do you not know the intensity of that active and how well it is going to be playing on your skin in the long run? So that actually tells me that the Filipino powder is being masqueraded as Filipino powder, whereas it might actually be hydroquinone, because I tried to Google what Filipino powder is. I couldn't find anything. It just says it's a brightening or a lightening powder. And you need to tell us what the powder is made up of, because we are the end users and we need to know what we are putting on our skin. Compared to the Vaseline Gluta-Glow Flawless Technology Body Lotion that contains glutathione inside it, vitamin C, and of course the 10x Pro Retinol Complex, you can individually break down each of these ingredients and you'll be able to tell whether it is good for your skin or bad for your skin versus something that says Filipino powder. In terms of quantity, the Golden Glow is 500 ml and then the Vaseline one is 330 ml. The next one that we need to compare and contrast is the Snapchat, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this on live, on national television. Snapchat Diamond Body Lotion, Whitening, whatever you're going to see here, versus the Skin by Zaron Brightening Lotion. That is what we're going to be comparing and contrasting. One is a whitening lotion, one is a brightening lotion. Of course, there's no website. There's no website for the Snapchat lotion. And I'm also a bit upset with Skin by Zaron that they also don't have a website for their products, especially the body lotion. What I could see on their website was their makeup and all the other things. I didn't see any website that actually carried their skincare range, and honestly for me that's a bit of a turn off because I had to go to ink decoder to be able to decode the ingredients inside their body lotion. Now when it comes to the Snapchat body lotion too, they have a soap, they have a face cream, they have a face serum, they have a body oil, and honestly any skincare range that promises intensive whitening with a set, it just tells you that range is supposed to bleach your skin. There's no other way around it. It is supposed to bleach your skin because this Snapchat stuff comes in a set of face creams, serum, lotion itself. I think they also have a body oil, all in a set that retails for $150. I'm not joking. That was what I saw on the shady websites that I was able to get. Whereas the Skin by Zaron only comes as an individual body lotion that you can inject into an already existing effective routine. Inject into an already existing effective skincare routine. If you're going to be using a one-range brightening, lightening, bleaching, lightening whitening lotion, it is going to harm your skin in the long run because there is no conditioning, hydrating, naturally moisturizing product inside that entire body care routine that you have. And so if you just use their entire range, your skin is going to have and exhibit a lot of harmful side effects in the long run. However, with Skin by Zaron, you can take Skin by Zaron and inject it into an already existing routine filled with maybe a gentle body wash, a body blending oil, a body scrub that is moisturizing and that also exfoliates your skin, and of course a lotion that brightens up your skin. That looks to me like a better routine compared to an entire set of a face serum, face cream. Everything is bleaching, everything is whitening, and I'm going to tell you why everything is bleaching and everything is whitening, because this is the ingredient list. The Snapchat Diamond Blue High Whitening Body Milk contains snail slime, CoQ10, vitamin C, kojic acid, collagen, Egyptian powder, and the list goes on. However, for the Skin by Zaron, we can see that the ingredient list under Skin by Zaron includes alpha-arbutin, kojic acid, peptides, ascorbic acid, and mother of pearl extract, amongst a host of others. Snapchat lotion is about 500 ml in size, and of course the Skin by Zaron is also about 500 ml in size. I'm going to be rating it now. The Snapchat lotion is obviously a 2/10, and it is scoring a 2/10 because it has hyaluronic acid inside it. Yes, it does have hyaluronic acid. However, the Skin by Zaron, because it is friendlier on the skin, will not give you harmful side effects in the long run. I'm going to rate it a whopping 7/10. Also, when it comes to pocket-friendly options, budget-friendly options, the Skin by Zaron one retails for about 16,718 naira, whereas an entire range of the Snapchat High Whitening Lotion set retails for about $150 US. Why would you want to take your hard-earned money, something as expensive as that, and just go and fill up your entire shelf with something that will also damage your skin in the long run. I'm going to leave you guys to talk about that in the comment section and to decide on that in the comment section. All right, the last set that we are going to be comparing and contrasting together is the Pure White Unifier Intensive Body Lotion, as well as the Dr.Teals Vitamin C Brightening Lotion. One is whitening, again, the other one is brightening. Now, as usual, there was no website for the pure white one. I had to check Amazon, and I noticed that they have a gold one and they also have a pure white one, which honestly does the same thing. I don't know. Girl, I don't even care, because of the ingredient list is shady. Everything is shady about that Unifier body lotion. This particular one, everything is shady here. Now, for the Dr.Teals, they do have a website, but I couldn't find a lot of information to help me to be able to make this review all encompassing and detailed and thorough the way I like to make my reviews for you guys. So I'm just gonna go by what I could find on their website. Now, when it comes to Dr.Teals, me and Dr.Teals, we have a little bit of beef, because it's brightening, but the ingredient list is not really even brightening. And that is why a lot of people on TikTok especially say that when they use Dr.Teals, they don't see any significant brightening change when it comes to their complexion. You are not alone. I've tried it before, and I can tell you for a fact that Dr.Teals is just there. Honestly, let's just rate it now. It's a 6/10 as far as I'm concerned. But let's talk about the ingredient list inside each of this particular lotion. For the Pure White Unifier Maxitone Gold Lightning Lotion, we have carotene, we have Filipino powder, omega-6 fatty acids, and of course, Egyptian milk. And then for the Dr.Teals, we have aloe vera, shea butter, vitamin C, olive oil, and of course tea tree extract. You can see from that ingredient list that there is not much that would be brightening your skin when it comes to Dr.Teals. That is why you've noticed that Dr.Teals is not working for you. However, for the Pure White, this is actually a lightening lotion. This lotion actually has, if you ask me, a safer option when it comes to you trying to lighten up your skin. Like we said earlier, when it came to the review of the ingredients, when it comes to brightening versus whitening and lightening, lightening is directly in between. Lightening is directly in between brightening and whitening. It's a higher stage of brightening. So if you ask me, the Pure White Unifier body lotion is a lightening lotion. You would absolutely like it on your skin if you're between fair to light complexion. You will see good changes when it comes to lightening up your skin. But do you know what Dr.Teals has done that has made me happy? It is their quantity. Dr.Teals is about 552 ml, and as of today it retails for about 10,000 naira, whereas the Pure Unifier Whitening Milk is about 300 ml or 500 ml, and it retails for 15,000 naira. It's about the same thing if you ask me. It just depends on what you are looking for. Now, when it comes to the smell and the fragrance, I'm going to say Dr.Teals is fast absorbing. It is so lightweight that if you don't add a body blending oil after you are done using the Dr.Teals body lotion, you would almost not feel like you have body lotion on. I'm telling you, it is so lightweight, fast absorbing, very beautiful texture on the skin. A little bit of fragrance, adds a little bit of that vitamin C citrusy fragrance to it, but that's about it. It doesn't do much when it comes to brightening. However, the Pure Unifier Whitening Milk is, I would not say I know how the texture feels because I've never used it before, but it has a 3.8 over 5-star rating when it comes to Amazon, meaning about 3 in 5 people that have used this lotion actually like the lotion when it comes to how well it lightened up their skin. So I'm gonna rate the Pure Unifier Whitening Milk about 5/10, and then the Dr.Teals 6/10 because it's not too bad, and then this one is also not too good. So don't just sit down there and say, I don't know my skin type, I don't know the lotion to use, I don't know the body oil to buy, I don't know the face care product to use. Stop complaining, stop typing an epistle in the comment section, and head over to www.skinbody.com to find out the kind of routine that you need to be on to know exactly your skin type, to help you to design a personalized routine filled with skincare product recommendations that will get you from your current skin challenge to the skin goal that you have for your skin. So if you ask me, I'm gonna say based on my reviews so far, look through the ingredient list. Look at your complexion, look at your skin type, look at how well it absorbs into the skin based on what I've said, what I've described, and then judge what you want to spend your money on. Remember, you are using your money to purchase your future. Anytime you buy a skincare product, you're not just buying the product for now, you are buying it to use it until it finishes, probably in another 3 months. So you're using your money to buy what your skin is going to look like in 1 year today. If you buy Snapchat lotion, you are buying Snapchat lotion to whiten up your skin in another 3 months. So if you ask me, these are my recommendations. I'm just going to say that if you are dark to caramel in complexion, you can absolutely use the Dr.Teals brightening lotion. It will not make your skin bright, it won't lighten it up, but it will give it that shine, and it will also help to even out your skin without giving you dark knuckles. Now, if you are fair to caramel, then you will like the Skin by Zaron, because that one is a bit more brightening than Dr.Teals. However, if you are fair to light, you will like the Vaseline Gluta-Hya lotion. This one is actually quite brightening because of the presence of glutathione and the 10x Pro Retinol complex inside it. I have tried the Vaseline Gluta-Hya and I loved the changes that I saw on my skin. However, my experience with Dr.Teals, I didn't like it. And then with Skin by Zaron, I've never even tried it before, so I can't really tell. I'm only going by what I could tell and what I could find on their website. Now, remember that people get darker not just because they are not using a brightening lotion, but because of sun exposure, because of things like stress, because of things like poor nutrition, because of things like hormonal imbalance. So even though you're going to be using a lotion that is targeting the outside, make sure you're also going in with your sunscreen. Make sure you're resting properly. Make sure that you're timing the time that you time when you go for your errands, so that you're not going at peak sun hours and then predisposing your skin to further sun damage, to further sun tan or skin darkening caused by sun exposure. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Do not forget to give me a huge thumbs up, and of course let me know your thoughts in the comment section when it comes to the whitening lotions. Are they all that bad? Have you tried it before? Did you have adverse reactions to it? And of course, when it also came to the brightening lotions, have you tried it before? Did it give you good results? Did it give you lasting changes? Thank you so much for watching, and of course I'm gonna see you guys in the very next one. Bye.